Yes, Baby Swami. Oh my goodness. That is Baby Easy the Crime by Rema. And this brings us to the entertainment news for today. Rema marks 25th birthday with explosive Madison Square Garden debut. Nigerian Afrobeat sensation Rema unforgettably celebrated his 25th, delivering a fiery, high-octane performance at New York City's iconic Madison Square Garden. As part of his ongoing Hayes Tour, World Tour, named after his Grammy-nominated sophomore album, Rema took fans on a theatrical, genre-defining journey through his ever-growing catalog of hits. But it was a bold, controversial moment during the night that has ignited heated debate online. During an intense performance of his track, Hehehe, Rema emerged on stage, flanked by lifelike mannequins designed to resemble Afrobeat heavyweights Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido, a direct reference to the genre's long-held Big Three status. Instead of joining them at the table, Rema danced on the table, visually asserting his own claim to a newly minted Big Four era in Afrobeat. The symbolic move, which while lauded by some as a confident self-affirmation of his meteoric rise, was also criticized by others who saw it as unnecessary and disrespectful. Rema's set list featured standout tracks from both Raven Roses and Haze, including March, Azaman, Charm, and the show-stopping Ozeba, which he performed twice amid a blaze of fireworks and pyrotechnics that lit up the arena. With over 20,000 fans cheering him on, the singer reflected on his humble beginnings, recalling the time he played to just 300 people in New York 5 years ago. One of the night's most touching moments came as Rema paused to pay heartfelt tribute to his mentor and Maven Records boss Don Jazzy, calling him a second dad and thanking him for his immense contributions to Afrobeat and his career.
Fantastic. If he says that to Don Jazzy, what is he going to say to the prince? I mean, because you understand the gist right here. But congratulations to Rema. Congratulations on his 25th birthday.
Yep.
And the fact that, you know, he wanted people to talk with what he did, and you people actually fell for that bait because, of course, when people do certain things, it was just like Papaya X who wore a certain outfit to Priss's wedding and... and she had the groom's picture by Mamri Glance, and then she had she had the bride's just by her waist, and people were talking, and so she achieved whatever she wanted to achieve as such, because already Rema knew that people would talk, and then people gave him what he wanted. So fantastic. And well done, especially with the fact that he has to look back in hindsight, you think, and then you're so grateful because you have come so far. Wonderful. Congratulations once again.
Yes, I am proud of Rema's growth. It's really, really amazing to see all of this happen and to see the fact that he has grown, his fans have grown, and then his performances, his stage performances are getting better. I was watching the whole thing and I'm like, okay, because if I did not see that bat wing there, I'll be like, no, that's not Rema's stage. You know, that's what it's about. But at the end of the day, congratulations to Rema. Happy belated birthday to him. And I wish him the very, very best. And Don Jazzy stays supporting people. Over the weekend, I saw this ride that Don Jazzy did with Shanks. And they surprised fans. And in one of the videos, I think they carried two ladies. And he gave them $2,000 to share. $1,000. So Don Jazzy stays supporting. Congratulations to Rema.
Right, let's move on. Odumodu Black advises budding artists against taking upfront payment from record labels. Nigerian rapper Odumodu Black has given some advice to up-and-coming artists regarding dealing with record labels at the early stages of their careers. The rapper, who just won the Next Rated award at the just concluded 17th Headies Awards, dropped the advice on his X page as he strongly warned up-and-coming artists to take caution when dealing with record labels regarding advances. He emphasized the need for up-and-coming artists to be patient and hardworking, urging them to focus on developing their craft until they are well and truly ready. He wrote, "Dear up-and-coming artists, if you know your music is not ripe, stay away from an advance. You do not want to be owing an organization so much money. You will die a debtor. Please heed to my advice. Be patient and work hard till you are ready, please. Nigerian singer and songwriter Wande Cole also dropped a message for up-and-coming artists on his X page, but his message came in the form of a question and a message to up-and-coming artists to ensure they are very certain they want to get into the music business. He wrote, "Are you sure you really want to do this music business? You must be very sure." When Odumodu Black won the Next Rated at the Headies last Sunday, he shared a heartfelt story about his mother's journey, revealing that she gave birth to him in her late 30s and she always knew he was destined for greatness. He also expressed his deep gratitude to his mother, dedicating the award to her and acknowledging the great things she's done, special bonds they share as mother and son.
This is really, really remarkable. I'm just glad that Odumodu is advising up-and-coming artists, because a lot of people do not even know what it entails. They just see them at the top of their game and they're like, oh, I just want to make money like this person. But this question, when the call asked, is actually valid. Because do you really know that? Do you really think that you want to do this?
Yeah.
If you're not sure, don't go into it. Don't say, music don't carry my money, I know blow. No, if you know that you want to be dedicated to it, then you should be ready to put all your talent, your money and everything to it and to pursue it. But then I'm just going to say well done to Odumodu Black and congratulations once again on winning the Next Rated award. I like the fact that he spoke about his mom and he shared this story, and this resonates with a lot of single mothers out there who are going through a lot to put their children through life. So well done. Whatever you're doing, the Lord sees what you're doing and he will surely reward you. Amen.
All right, as I said that you should heed its advice, I think that you should actually pay attention to that, because so many people just want to blow, and so they don't take care. They don't pay attention to all of this, contracts and all that, and so they run into debt. Please listen and be careful. Thank you.
All right, still on the entertainment news, Phyno is the greatest Nigerian rapper of all time, says Eriga. Nigerian hip-hop artist Eriga has stirred conversation in the music scene after naming fellow rapper Phyno as the greatest Nigerian rapper of all time. The declaration came during a recent interview with Echo Room, where Eriga praised Phyno's consistency, impact, and longevity in the rap game. Reflecting on their collaboration on the hit single Opiweka, Eriga revealed that working with Phyno had been a long-standing ambition. I quote, "I've always wanted to do a song with Phyno. We've always had that conversation," he said. According to Eriga, Phyno had always left the door open, waiting for the right time and energy for a joint project. The Warri-born rapper emphasized that for him, collaborations are deeply intentional. I quote, "When I want to make an album, it is always a problem trying to look out for features because I'm not that guy that just puts everybody on a song. Sometimes the collaboration won't come out when the energies don't match," he explained. Eriga's admiration for Phyno runs deep, describing him as an artist who has weathered multiple phases of the music industry without losing relevance. I quote, "I look at Phyno as someone who has been in the game and lived through different times. He is the GOAT, G-O-A-T. Phyno is the greatest Nigerian rapper because he lived those times and he's still relevant," end of quote, he said. Do you agree with him?
So it is not the matter of do I agree with him or I don't agree with him. I am just thinking that that is his own opinion and people are entitled to however they want to feel. He's a rapper himself and he feels like to him, Phyno is the greatest Nigerian rapper. To another person, it might not be Phyno, but I know that Phyno is good, but if he has crowned him, I think that is his own, thing, because, I mean, it's coming from him. To another person, it might not be. And I don't think that people should be going back and forth because, just respect people. If that is how they see it, so be it. It is their own thing. It is what they want. or how they want to crown him, but that does not now mean that, you know, maybe some other people would now some other people will start feeling somehow because he has said it. That is his own person that he has chosen in his mind, you know. So would respect that.
So I watched this interview, and it's funny how Fido is his own greatest of all time. He is his wife's greatest of all time.
Interesting.
And he also spoke about the fact that when he was working on his project, he was looking for a title, and he was like, he's thinking of the GOAT, and his wife is like, no, GOAT, greatest of all time, because that's what you are. So it's just amazing. Everyone has someone they look up to, or someone that they see that, oh, this person is doing really good, and this person is the best according to me. And that's why all this fan wars on social media. I don't know, I just feel like people need to take a chill pill.
Yeah, and one thing I would say to people again is that wherever you find yourself, just keep going. Don't let any imposter, syndrome set in. Because there are so many times that you are looking at people that they're doing so well, and those people are looking at you too, that you're doing so well. But you're just oblivious of that, and then you just start doubting yourself. All right, it's just so good that we're having this conversation, and that is where we draw the curtains on the entertainment news. ESPLASH continues. We'll be back with Social View after this timeout.
Oh my word, they were calling social media platforms. What were you thinking? Single Pringle like you the final will go say I love you, Abby. Abatu is already coming to say I love you too.
He was so happy, like finally somebody will say that they love you.
Interesting. It was the happiness for me. And then that first one, there's this thing Yoruba people say, any money need shany. Now, person will know you, they do you. Because after all that searching, and you shouted, they should search him, did scan everything. Ashe, it's you that want to give him the expo. Now say, give me my balance. Don't forget, the camera is not working. Like, why go through all that stress? This one here is a lover boy. Now, that one now, it's ordinary exam he wants to write. He has bribed you. You're now for me, I'm at the top of my job. Now they have searched him, they did scan, did everything. And the expo is on you. Lecturer, why are you like this? You're still asking for balance. Human beings in this life, be careful. Who know you, now they do you. Anyway, we have come to the beginning of Social View, and right about now, guys, it is time to give you all the fun and witty stuff happening on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Social View. Are you ready, Honeyfoot?
Yes.
Okay, you can see this monkey is in deep thought. And he says, your relationship problems could be solved by breaking up. But no, you are addicted to stress. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. I believe that some things are not meant to work, but you are the one giving yourself issues because you remain in that relationship. And if you now eventually leads to marriage, you now start disturbing the society because you saw red flags, but the coconut head that you have that will not allow you focus. It did not allow you focus. Now you have found yourself in problems and you want to drag other people into it because there is no how that you start having problems in your marriage that your family members will not be worried. And they were not inside the relationship with you and you were seeing red flags. But as the guy coconut head, you know they hear what now.
Especially all those people, what will people say? Hey, my sister, look for your happiness, yo. It's not until they carry you home and go and bury you. Please, if it's toxic and you cannot stay, don't stay. So let's move on. This one says, this one where none of my family members they call again. I mean, they don't do DNA tests for my back. Abi, you are not part of the family. Maybe you are adopted and they didn't know. And you are the troublemaker of the house. Because... But
what sort of family is that they will not check on you? They will not call you?
See, only for there are some people that when their wallet is too much, you will leave them. You can give them a month that you stay there. We'll come for you later. Because you know that if you call them, the things that you're going to talk about, things that you don't want to talk about.
No.
So there are people like that. So you don't be like you.
That's wild.
For him to even be complaining, he knows that he has that bad mentality. All right, so this one says they will call you from work that your wife is in labor. You will enter Lagos traffic. And by the time you get to the hospital, your son is in primary 3. This is about to start tomorrow.
Okay, so I think that they're talking about the traffic situation sometimes.
Exactly.
I have been involved in Lagos-Ibadan expressway traffic. I was going to Abeokuta. I left the car park at 8 o'clock in the morning and I got to Abeokuta 2 p.m. See, I did not have a cold when I left my house, but I had already been sick at falling ill had, you know,
inhaling all the dust on the road.
Cold, you know, before I got there, because the driver now had to go and be taking some, you know, roads because just to help us get to where we're going to. And so the dust and everything, I was sick. And before I could travel afterwards, like I just had a phobia for traveling immediately. So it took me time before I could travel again. So you can imagine that. So I understand. They can call you from wherever to come to Lagos. And by the time you get to Lagos, your child is already in primary 3.
Should I tell you why I'm happy? Because Onifor is telling us our own experience. Thank God she don't come to work the day that this thing happened recently. Because for the whole of the year. It was a long time ago. I wasn't even working.
And
so I'm saying that the most recent one that happened, I'm happy
you're not involved. The recent one that got up the next day.
Hey, people got up the next day, left the office at 3.
So let me quickly gist you. I was checking my phone and then there is the work group. And so Mariah will send message and say, oh, they are buying suya. They are going to buy another suya. On my bed, I was like,
I don't miss this suya.
No, Jisoro. I don't envy you people. I was just there enjoying my life, saying that thank God I did not go to work. I pitied everybody. You would have seen my true color that day.
All right, let's move on to the next one. And what does this one say? Okay, this is a conversation between two people. And he says, let's start the journey of love. But the other person is saying, leg, they pay me. Don't tire. Because people will say, let's start the journey of love. You will start talking stage. You will be there. In talking stage, they want to start doing things like in the normal relationship. So please, leg, they pay me.
Yes, so. Just excuse yourself.
Leg, they pay me. Yeah, we have moved. Okay, let's just take this other one before we go. Please. This one is now saying that today is Saturday. Check on your boyfriend. Those of you that say, he loves me. Check on your boyfriend. Make a video call with him. If he says where he is, you cannot see. Tell him you will make a video call because he might be getting married. Ibitins. Ebenezer. It's serious something.
It's okay.
But it's true. See, I feel like every Saturday people need to do this because.
But it's not only Saturdays that people get
every
married.
Day, Sha.
They can go to the registry on Thursday or even any day.
Honey Pot, I even saw a post where a guy put, a Yoruba guy, he said, I went to a wedding, they took care of me, they spared me money, they even gave me bride. Someone has said, congratulations on your wedding. Oh. What a way to announce it. Oga. Well, on this note, let me wrap up and say we've come to the end of Social View for today, guys. We hope you were entertained. Truth Syndrome Monday is up next. And in case you missed a question earlier, we asked you, what is one job you respect but know you could never do? Think about it. We'll be back.
Yes, thank you so much for staying here with us. And that was Olamide and Wizkid with Kai. All right. It is now time for Truth Syndrome Monday, ladies and gentlemen. And today, out of curiosity, we want to find out what is one job you respect, but know you could never, ever in this life do.
The list is long. Okay, so I respect pilots a lot. I respect them a lot, but I don't know if I can ever be a pilot. Growing up, I used to be interested because I knew some crew members. So I was always like, maybe I should be an air hostess or something. And then I knew some pilots too. But at a point, I'm like, me that I love adventure. One day I should not just go and be in the spirit and say, oh yeah, let's go. Everyone say, hey! So I love pilots, but I don't think I can be a pilot.
Interesting.
I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so.
All right, there's
a lot, Sha, but that's like number one on my list.
Yes, quite a number here too. But number one of it is that I respect doctors a lot. But guess what? I'm hemophobic. I do not like the sight of blood, whether it's my blood, whether it's somebody else's blood. And there was an example. So we used to have an intern, and I think we had like a Fun Friday or something. I don't know where she went to put her leg. And so she just came to me, and she was bleeding on her big toe. And I was as confused as anything. I didn't know what to do. I went to the first aid box. Yes, we always have the first aid box here in the office. So I went to the first aid box and I brought out TCP, I brought out everything the cotton wool and everything. But guess what? As I was cleaning it and I was dressing it for her, I was screaming. I would do it. I will ask her a question. Where did you go and put your? I will scream.
So that's why I've been laughing, because I remember that day. And that day I was like, honey, but so with everything, with all your mouth, there's something you're afraid of. Ordinary blood.
I will just be screaming.
Then when she's done, she'll be like, oh yeah, carry your leg.
Even
Come on,
my own blood, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Yes. So yes. And two, I'm acrophobic. I am afraid of heights. One time it used to be so bad that even inside elevator, I'm screaming. Shout out to Sheun Awoshika. We used to work at a particular radio station together, and then there was this restaurant opposite the radio station where you know, they had their canteen like upstairs, like it was on what floor. So you had to take the elevator to that you know, floor, and it would want to buy me lunch or something, and I would just be there and I would just hold him. And I'll be screaming, or I'll be looking for something that will just distract me or something. I'm always very funny, so please don't look at me when you find me. Oh, okay, so you're wondering, how do I now cope inside the airplane?
Unable to sleep off or
So I just do like this every single time. I just do like this when it's taken off. Like I just do like this so that, and please don't look at me like.
Please, if you see Honeypot and you're on the same plane, take a video. Send it to us.
No, I'm always, no, I act it well, but I'm always.
You use energy. All right, people, that is our truth. After this break, we'll also love to hear from you watching, and the phone lines will be open. You can also drop your messages on Facebook. We are at TVC Entertainment, on X at TVC Connect. And let's just find out what people out there have to say about this. I'm going away.
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
One thing that I admire that I can't do, brain surgeon. I admire it because it's very intricate and it takes a lot of years of practice, but I am okay. I don't want to see your brain.
They said there's dignity in labor, as long as it's good and it's not bad. It's okay. Maybe anything under the extreme spot, like people that clean skyscrapers. Like,
I actually wish I could sing. I actually wish I could be an artist, but I have a horrible voice. Sugar baby.
It's a full-time job now. Ask them. It's a full-time sugar baby. But I admire the money you guys make from afar. I wish, but you know.
One job I admire the most but I can't do is being a medical doctor. Why? Because they save lives. I feel they're smart and intelligent for you to be able to be in that, you know, whatever. But I can't do it because I don't like the smell of medications. I don't like to see blood. But when you tell me you're a medical doctor, I'm like, you're living my dreams, but I can't do it.
I would have loved to be a singer. In fact, at the university, I was part of a band, but I realized that it's not my calling. So I enjoy music, but I enjoy dancing. That I can do.
I could not join the army. No. I admire them well because a lot of my students, they're in the army, like in the military, in the Navy, and things of that nature. So I think I admire them the most.
I feel like engineering, I love when I see like female engineers because I feel like it's such a technical job that requires a lot of like mathematics and technicality. And I feel like I'm more of a creative and like an English student, hence why I'm a lawyer as well as, you know, a socialpreneur.
Being a star, you don't want to hear me sing.
Video director. Yeah, I would love to, you know, create, you know, marvelous videos and stuff.
My own army, I admire it, but I can't do it because I don't like to kill. I like peace.
Sometimes wonder how these guys pull it through, and they have all the, you know, technical know-how to just fly us. And it's like some of us, we just sleep. Some of us, we're awake, and it looks like our lives is in their hands. And that's, for me, that is angelic, that is spiritual. And if I see myself in that position, I like for people to just believe that they are safe with me. So for me, yeah, I would say being a pilot.
I wish I could sing. I do not have the voice to sing. When I start singing, I sound like a frog. If I had a voice, I would have been aiming to see that I would get a headies. That's the one thing that I wish that I could do. I wish I could sing, but I can't sing.
I don't think I want to be a policeman.
Being a frontline soldier. I love what you guys do, but I love life too much.
Being a footballer, I admire that job because I for do am because I get the skills. You feel me? But
the army actually, I mean, they're very brave and they fight for us and everything. But yeah, I can't do it. But I much respect to them.
Definitely a traffic warden. Can never in the sun. I don't know. In fact, kudos to them because I could never do that.
I love the job of driving. I admire drivers. I love the technique of driving, but I just can't do it because I'm ready to do something else. But if I wasn't doing what I was doing, I'll be a driver.
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
A driver, a driver, a driver.
All right, it is still Truth Syndrome Monday right here in case you're just tuning in. And we are asking the question, what is one job you respect but no, you could never ever in this life
I
do?
can see Honey Pot has a lot of family members on that TSM. Many of them are scared of surgery, medicine, doctors, and all of that. And then the people who said being soldiers, especially the ones in the front line.
Yeah.
I respect soldiers, especially the ones that go to battle, but can I?
Me, I personally respect those people that said that they cannot sing and so they would not try it. Thank you so much for your
they didn't lie to themselves.
But you see, there are people in this music industry, they know, but see, they are now disturbing us with noise. They know that they cannot sing and they deceive them, so it's okay.
And then when you come for them, they'll say, but Sean Kingston started with auto-tuning, so anybody can auto-tune.
All right, now,
you have
let's get
messages?
on social media. Yes, I do have messages on Facebook. Medinat Uthman says, armed forces, all armed forces. So what's all armed forces? All right, like military.
Yeah, military, being a soldier,
all right,
Navy,
being a soldier,
Army,
police, something and all that. So you would never do that. Martina Rafiu Adelakun here says, medical job, I can't stand blood, injection and drug. Yeah, I take injection, you get, because I've got a lot of piercings too, you know, so I'm not afraid of needles.
Yeah,
but
me
you see
too.
blood.
No, I love
take
injection.
my drugs. I don't have any issues with that.
I actually prefer drip and injection to drugs.
Because
my throat is narrow,
once in my
so
life.
when I take pills, it feels like I want to throw up. And then I hate the taste of pills.
I don't
so
have
if
any
it
issues
touches
with that.
my mouth, hey, you think I want to faint.
Except when we used to take chloroquine and then we used to put it inside Eba. All right, moving on. We've got Mixer Marquez who says, I'm a writer. My recent article needs visibility. So what's the question we are asking? Is this what we are asking? Shift, I beg. Sister Segbo here says, I respect custom officer, but due to seized goods, okay, worth millions, I don't want to do the job. You can be in another, what's it called now? In another department.
They have different departments.
Yes, although sometimes I don't think that you can tell them what you want to do or something. But I'm sure that even in customs, they will have like medical personnel, they will have like different departments for, I don't know, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking. So yes, I mean.
Okay, so I'm on X and Omobolade Ayodele says military. Many people are afraid of the military. People know, okay. Oloye Olalikon says judge. I hereby sentence you to death by hanging, or you have not proved your case as the winner of the election. Case dismissed.
Like
so
the
warrant, the judgment. Husband. Yeah, the judgment on her husband. Ha. But judges go through a lot too. Because
they go through a lot because there are some threats, there are some like behind this thing, like, oh, you gave this judgment, and they're after your life,
and their family.
It's true, it's true, it's true.
Otumba Toby Daniel, I can never and ever be a soldier. God forbid bad things. I love what they do. Big respect, but sorry, I know if you face war or gun. It is not my calling. Otumba, well, you're already Otumba, so at least you will take care of people around you. So you're already doing something. Carly Parker says, what is one job I respect, but no, I could never do? My brother, now to be a police officer, that's one I respect him. But the insult, wait there inside the job. Me, I know if you take or carry him, you guys are doing well.
In Nigeria.
So I remember during TSM, someone said traffic warden. If I was ever a traffic warden, I feel like I'll be that man that is dancing and passing traffic.
Yeah, because he loves to dance.
I love to dance. So if I was ever a traffic warden, that would be me.
Maybe that man did not even like it initially, but
Exactly.
he just looks for how he could make himself happy on his own job.
Taiwo Rashid Bolajoko says exportation business. I totally agree because some people container fee just enter water and money don't go. Anything can happen at sea. Ayomide Morebishe says marketing, praise Diamond. Sam says teacher. SMGBia says Uber driver. Efe says pilot. Dima says politics. Abdul Yakin Yusuf says security personnel or any other security services. So basically I have mostly law enforcement, military. Okay, there's something different. Loma trash collector. Ola says mortuary attendant. And Anike Olade Jobalki says midwifery. Okay, yeah, some people are scared to deliver babies. It's a
Because
whole
you will
lot.
see blood, sorry.
And then the skin would say, okay, guys, on this note, we just want to say a very big thank you for tuning in. You. Yes, we're talking about you. We love you, and we hope you tune in once again tomorrow at 12 noon, okay? I had Honey Shmoney in the building, Honey Rabba, Honey Money, and myself, Lady Cat, our Royal Hotness. On behalf of these two beautiful ladies, I say have yourself an amazing week. Bye for now, guys.